Welcome to Intrusion Cell Theory by the Tipsy Gypsy.
So, this is an interesting one. This is intrusion cell theory, and it's essentially understanding how the acrylic polymers work together and the pigment and the densities and the sheen. This one prioritizes sheen. I'm relying on the natural reactions between the natural sheen and the pigment density to create these beautiful cells. This is not a cell activator. There's no swiping needed. There's no oil, no floetrol, no house paint. And most importantly, the paint is not thinner than the other paints. It is simply using science. I gently laid the black over the paints and allowed the gloss and matte reactions to create these beautiful boulder cells, and it can be combined with almost any technique out there. I'm actually kind of sad that Winterstrom has dubbed hide and reveal because that would be a perfect name for this, but hide and reveal is a very popular swiping technique using a faux top coat. This is quite a bit different because we're not using cell activator in order to reveal the colors underneath. We're just allowing them to reveal themselves naturally. So I've been preaching about this one for a while, and a popular one that you guys know that I consider intrusion cell theory is actually hydrophobic pores. So hydrophobic implies that there's a water-fearing component, but for this, that's not actually the reaction happening between matte and gloss. So this is how I do all of my work now. I no longer use a cell activator in the sense that I make a paint thinner, or I use floetrol, or I use house paint. I make my own pillow using a semi-gloss. I make my colors in a satin, and whatever color I'm using on top, if I want cells, I make it matte. If I don't want cells, I make it satin. This has been very beneficial. And one mistake I made in this painting was actually I didn't even out my edges, so I got a little bit of a wonkiness there. And to clean your edges, you don't always have to use extra paint. You can just move your paint from one side to the other. This is also how I can control my lines in a split composition like this, so it's even and doesn't go more to one side than the other. Moving your pillow and base paints is the number one way to have control over how your composition spreads. So also, I always recommend wearing PPE. I know I don't have gloves on, but that's because I'm confident and comfortable in my materials. I probably should have worn gloves just to set a good example. Also notice how I have no waste. So this is because of paint calculations, which if you're a part of Fluid Art Group, we actually have a PDF under the Files tab that Mishka created that will give you all of your paint quantities. And I'm also using the Octo XL by Canella. So it's a great spinner for this piece. It's a 24 by 24 canvas. And I had a lot of fun making it. A little busy, but that was okay. It was really just an experiment testing my theory again. And I really loved how those cells just popped up and came out. I did end up making another piece afterwards that turned out absolutely gorgeous that I posted a while back. So you can tell the difference in the cells themselves, the shape, the stability, the size even. If you want big, stable cells, I encourage you to explore intrusion cell theory, and it really is a trust the process style of painting. So if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out, and happy painting. And remember, it's a journey, you guys.